Hey folks! I've just come back from grocery shopping. I haven't put them away yet, but I've thought up of a recipe that I'm going to experiment with you, and I hope that you'll all enjoy it. But before we go into the cooking, take note that you do need to preferably do this in 2 days. The reason why is because you're going to be marinating your chicken to actually give it the taste that we want, and the rest is all done the next day. So for now, you'll need 2 boneless breasts of chicken, skinless too. If you don't have that, don't worry about it. Just go buy the chicken and take off the meat. A lemon and a lime, possibly 2 depending on the amount that you're going to be using. Some fresh ginger if you have any. If not, and for myself I don't have any fresh ginger and I didn't buy any, I'm going to be using powdered ginger. Some agave syrup or any other sweetener that you wish to use. Maple syrup could be used, molasses could be used if you really want to, brown sugar. I don't recommend white sugar, and I don't recommend anything artificial. Splenda, it's your choice, but I don't use any of those. Myself, it's going to be agave, blue agave syrup, which is a potent sweetener, natural potent sweetener, and it'll do the job nicely. Okay, groceries are put away, so I decided to bring out the ingredients now. Add in the following, you'll need them if you don't have them. Oil of your choice, I'm going to be using olive oil. And I'm going to be adding in some minced garlic. Mine's organic chopped garlic by Green Organic. It doesn't matter what brand you use. You can use fresh garlic if you have any. And now you'll need chicken. Now mine is still frozen, but it serves the purpose for tonight because we're just going to chop it into chunks and slices so that we can put them into a dish. Preferably you'll want a dish that you can layer out your chicken without having it in a big mound, thus reducing the amount of juice required. I'm using this, and when I'm finished with it, I'm going to be wrapping it up, well, wrapping the top of it with saran wrap or any other securing products that we have in the market in regards to safeguarding and storing food. So let's get this started. Okay, now you'll need your knives, you'll need whatever you want to use. I'm going to be using this. It's usually a chopping knife, but it works good on frozen meat, so. Now, with anything, you do it the way you want to. I'm doing it this way. You guys can then change it. Doesn't really matter. But you can add lots of stuff on here. Now, while I'm cutting the chicken, you want to take the following note. Note to selves. Purchase vegetables of your choice to use in what you're going to be preparing for the next day. And you'll want them. You'll want your chunks at least this big, so as this is actually being thinned down, there, I'm going to chop it in half, bring out my dish so I can actually safeguard the meat. And this is just to marinate your chicken. You can actually cook it in it too if you really want to, but I haven't decided that far yet, so take this as an experiment and we'll soon see if it's a successful one when you see me try it. You'll want to try to keep them pretty much the same size so they cook at the same time, and also that if you're inviting friends over, nobody gets bigger pieces. They all get fair treatment. A good thing about frozen chicken, or semi-thawed chicken in this case, is that when you're cooking, when you're slicing it, slices like butter. Actually, with a sharp knife, anything slices like butter, but it just handles better. You can use the fat, bits of fat that you find, you can also throw it in because it'll add for the taste. Now, I'm going to try to come up with other recipes as the summer months come upon us. We're just about ready to turn around into summer. And I'm going to have some other recipes that are unfortunately for canned goods because I don't buy fresh to actually make it, not for tuna anyways. It's not going to be a cooked tuna recipe, it's going to be something that you can all do. It's quick, fast, simple, and tastes delicious. But back to this. Make sure you have everything that you want. Snow peas, anything that you use in the stir fry for yourselves. Red onion, Spanish onion, broccoli, cauliflower, baby carrots. Anything that you want, really. Anything that you choose. And if you're wondering about that tinkling noise in the background, it's my dryer. Yes, even I need to do laundry. Okay, now, I've never said this, or I may have, I can't remember. So many things were said and done. When you're cooking, when you finish preparing your ingredients, never mix vegetables with your meat. Only because if it's sitting overnight, you may end up getting contamination from something, anything. That will spoil the fun of trying to eat this. Okay, now with this put aside, I'm going to use the same plate. Actually, no, I can't use the same plate, so I'll use a smaller plate. I am going to be juicing a lime and a lemon and mixing the juice together with oil. I'm looking in the fridge for my zester. That's not going to go well. Okay. You'll need a small bowl because it works better if you actually use a bowl to actually do this. I'll use this one. Okay, and for the bowl, all you're going to be doing is mixing in your oil, which I'm going to be using about this much. Teaspoon wise, it would be about 1 to 2 teaspoons, possibly 3 tablespoons. Actually, I'll add a bit more because I need to coat my chicken. I'm going to be adding in a teaspoon of ginger, not ginger but garlic, close to it anyway. For those that don't want garlic, don't add garlic. Some powdered ginger, as much as you want, but I like it tasty enough anyways. And you mix it, at least for a bit. Now you can add salt to this, some salt, but I don't want salt in it due to the fact that I am going to be using salt in whatever I'm going to be serving with it. Counterpoint of cuisine. And then